With the wonderfully weird world of Gumball having 2 seasons under its belt, and the cliffhanger from the original series finally being resolved after all these years with the rewrite, there's one question on everyone's minds. Where the movie at, though? Thankfully, we have a new post-finale update from Ben Bocquelet himself in an interview posted on none other than the Cartoon Network France channel that gave me a little bit to chew on. So let's get right into it. Cutting straight to the chase, the movie is currently in debate between Ben and Warner Bros. The hope is to deliver it to our screens as soon as possible, but if it's not even greenlit yet and we're approaching 2026, it's at least a couple of years off. No matter how long it takes though, Ben's determination to make this film a reality is unbreakable. Though, as to be expected, the movie will be pretty different from the version they were working on back in 2021, as Ben revealed that he has a new angle for the future. A new story that ditches the original premise. Originally, the Gumball movie was about Gumball's biggest fan finding the show's missing episode and opening a portal that connects their two worlds. The fan would then team up with the Watersons to save Elmore and their reality as a whole. I'm going to be blunt. Ditching this idea is absolutely for the best. The fan angle always sounded iffy to me. Like, was this super fan going to be a kid or a grown-ass adult? Were they going to be in live action since they presumably came from the real world? Or would they have transformed into a 2D character while in Elmore? And while the superfan is a stand-in for the viewer, would they have been able to make them a likable character while also giving the rest of the characters their time in the spotlight? I trust the minds behind Gumball enough to believe it'd land well, but just from this premise alone, I don't rock with the idea of watching an OC save the world with Gumball in what would have been a conclusion to the original series. Just focus on the characters that people already know. Stumbling upon the lost episode of Gumball only would have worked if it came out after the Inquisition like originally intended, especially with the series being resurrected from the grave. So yeah, bring on a new story. I think for the fans who have been invested in the idea of a movie since 2018, they just want to see something come to fruition. The plot kinda comes second. Plus, a lot of interest in this film is because of the information and world building it contained pertaining to long-running mysteries like the Void, which we'd get regardless of how the story is set up. More Void also means more Rob. Recently, Ben stated in another interview that he's interested in using the movie to explore Rob's family history. Rob previously stated he had no one in his life, no family or friends, and it always made me wonder why he doesn't have any family, aside from the meta context that he's a background character who didn't have much thought put into him. But if his lineage ends up being a big deal in relation to the lore, it'd be insane if Rob, someone who started out as a nothing burger of a character, got fleshed out to being a pivotal figure in the show's own lore. Ben just teasing his family history as something of interest is enough to get the gears spinning in my head. Is Rob going to end up being some sort of chosen one? That's the kind of hilarious yet delightful twist the show would have, because it's usually the main character who ends up in that sort of role. And we know Gumball would definitely assume that he's the one destined to save the world, only to have his bubble burst and find out that Rob, the guy he always assumes is up to no good, is actually a bona fide hero. Now, according to Ben, the new movie getting greenlit depends on us, the people, and the success of the wonderfully weird world of Gumball, as strong streaming numbers could entice the powers that be to give us what we want. And hey, the new season seems to be performing pretty well right now. Ben even encouraged fans to make some noise at Warner Bros. Online to make it happen, though try to do so as respectfully as possible. Don't get too intense. Tweet like you're Darwin and not Gumball. I say, even though I definitely tweet like Gumball. Comment down below your thoughts and keep the conversation going over on Twitter and Instagram at AllStrikeVox and at Roundtable Vids. What are your thoughts on the movie at this point? Do you still want to see it happen or have you moved on? Let's get a dialogue going. And if you don't mind, be sure to throw this video a like and subscribe to the Roundtable with notifications on so you can stay in the loop with all things animation. Thank you for watching and I hope you have an awesome day. Peace!